Good morning, crafty friends. This is Angie with another demo. Today we're going to be showing you how to use the Spellbinders Glimmer machine. You're going to need the Glimmer machine, you're going to need the Spellbinders Platinum 6. You'll need a hot foil glimmer plate. You're going to need your foil. The machine is plugged in. The light tells us that it is hot enough. So now we're going to push the button for timer. This is going to blink, and when it's a solid green, then that means the plate is ready. You do get instructions with it that'll walk you through what you need to do. We need to put the pretty side of the foil down onto the plate. So I already have my foil pre-cut. I'm just using gold today. I'm going to place it down on the plate. You can see as it's hot, it starts kind of sticking already. I have paper that's ready to go. You can use just about any paper, but there is a special glimmer paper. It's just really smooth, and it helps to the foil to adhere once it runs through. So right now we're just waiting for that to turn green. I'm going to show you. This is the image that I've already pre-foiled. So I'm going to show you how shiny and pretty that is. It's a nice image. Then I'm going to show you afterwards, I'm going to show you how to take the negative, the rest of the foil that's left over after doing that, and we're going to do this. So it's a 2-for-1. You're not wasting anything. So now that my light is not blinking, I'm going to make my layer, which is paper. And I usually like to unplug this first so that we don't get too much shifting once we hit the paper on. Then you're going to put your shim and your spacer. Then we'll move it over to the Platinum 6. You got to be careful because this is hot. And we're just going to crank this through just like you would do any normal die cut or embossing. Go through once and then slowly, because you want the pressure to be even and slow, come back. I'm going to run it through all the way. Now it's done. And now I'm going to place it back over here because we're going to need to heat it up again for the next step. So I'm going to do that. Take off the spacer, the shim, and then here is our card. But before I do the big reveal on that, I'm going to go ahead and take this plate off so that the next plate can be heating up. It does come with a little magnet to help you, and then a little plate for your... Okay, and now I just have this solid plate to use for the remnants. And you can see here one time I foiled it the wrong way, and that's okay. It doesn't cause any damage. So now I've pushed the button again to let this warm up, and I'm going to peel off. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that nice? So now you can see we have this leftover piece here. Look at all the gold that's still on there. So again, we're going to put the pretty side down. And now we're just waiting for this to get warm enough to put our sandwich together. And after this, I have one more project that I want to show you using the glimmer and a plate. So as soon as this gets warm enough, we're going to put another piece of cardstock on. And you can make this sandwich at any time before the light is solid green. I just like to wait to put everything on until I pull it off because there is some jarring. Okay, you can see the light is green now. So we're going to pull it off. Now I'm going to make my sandwich, the shim, and the spacer plate. And then we're going to run it through again. Going slow and steady. You don't want to go too fast because you just wanted to give it a nice, firm, even pressure. And then come back through just to give it a little bit more pressure and make sure everything is adhered. And again, I'm going to transfer this all the way over and plug it back in so we can be heating up for the last project that I want to show you. I'm going to take off everything. And I need to remove my shim. Remove my plate. So I'm just pushing that off. And this next project, before I show you the reveal, I'm going to show you how you can use a letterpress plate. Remember we did this with the flowers for your next one. So I want to get most of this top part, I think. So I'm going to place that on there, and we're going to let that start getting warm. I'll move it over just a little bit to see if I can also add the sentiment, which is just a note. So we'll put that right here. Actually, let me move this down a smidge, and we'll put the sentiment right up here at the top. So we just want to make sure that we cover everything, and I want to make sure that I have it going in the right direction. Okay, let's do that. This might move a little bit when we put it on and off because it's so small. Okay, now again, push the timer button, and now we're going to do the reveal of using the remnant. And look at that. Very little waste when you also foil the negative. So we have that. We're waiting for this last piece now. And this time I have some rainbow foil. And again, you're going to put the pretty side down. Always put the pretty side down. And I'm making sure to line it up. There's a little scratch on that side, so I'm going to line it up this way. Line it up so that that sentiment is covered. Like so. Okay. And I'm going to put my paper on. So this last step, we're just waiting for, and there we go. So again, and you can see I've accidentally foiled the one time in the wrong direction. It has no relevance on whether this works or not. So now I'm going to unplug again as gently as I can, since I have that sentiment on there and I don't want it to move too much. Okay, the shim on, the paper's on. Okay, whoops, I moved the paper. And then I'm going to put the spacer pad on. We're going to go back through and let's see what we get this time. To the end there, and then back through. I'm going to plug this back in because I'm going to have remnant again foil, so I want to go ahead and use everything. And I just like, you don't have to do it all at the same time. I like to, because while I'm here, why not go ahead and just foil the negative, since I already have all of the stuff out. Oh, my sentiment doesn't look like it's stuck very well, so that's okay. We're going to try to do something different. I'm putting this plate back on so it can be heating up. And now here is the floral image that we did with rainbow cardstock. Ooh, look how pretty that turned out. Isn't that nice? You have a nice shine, you have beautiful flowers on there. And then you can make this into a lovely card. Okay, so my light's green again. Again, we're going to push the timer. We're going to put the pretty side down. Pretty side down. And then a new clean piece of paper. There. And this should be done in just a moment. So just as a reminder of what we've done today, we've done the rainbow with a letterpress plate. We've done the negative, what was left over after we used the foil for the foiling plate. So we have 3 really beautiful projects right here, and we're going to have one more as soon as this is heated up. And we'll be able to show you the last project. So the original plate that we used was this Spellbinders plate. I don't remember the name of it, but this is available in the shop. And then now we have our green light, so we're going to make our sandwich again. Get everything ready. unplug it and run it through. While I'm doing that, I can go ahead and turn this off because I'm finished foiling for today. Go through, come back. Take it out, plug it back in, take everything off. Oops, I pulled my paper up, but look, it already started pulling off. And now I have the negative image foiled. So there you have it. We have, as a reminder, we did the Spellbinders plate, and then we foiled the negative. Then we did the letterpress plate, and then we foiled the negative of that. So thanks for joining me today. If you have any questions, please come into the shop and let us know how we can help you. And if you have anything that you would like to see me demo, just let me know and I'll be happy to get the video ready for you. Thanks and have a great day.